Yesterday in Ephesians chapter 1 in verses 20 to 21, I shared about how God has raised Christ and seated him at his right hand in the heavenly places and put everything under his rule, authority, power, and dominion. All those things are underneath Christ. And then the focus shifts from the heavenly places to back here on earth. And in verse 22 it says, "And he has put all things under his," that is Christ's, "feet, and has made him the head over all things for the church." So Ephesians is saying Christ is in the heavenly places, every authority and power is under him, and then here on earth, Christ is the head of the church. The church belongs to Christ, and he's the head over all things for the church. And why would Ephesians emphasize this? Well, in any church, it can be easy for human beings to get in the way, for pastors to get in the way. We all, unfortunately, have read stories about people who are in the ministry who commit acts that are unethical, inappropriate, from relationships they shouldn't engage in to financially stealing from churches. There's all kinds of unethical and bad things that sadly have happened and continue to happen, not with the majority of people in the ministry, of course, but with some. And so I think part of it in a letter that later on will be stressing the reality of evil, both outside as well as sometimes, unfortunately, inside the church. That at the beginning, Ephesians is stressing Christ is the head of the church. The church belongs to him. Everything that we do, everything that we seek to accomplish should be under the leadership, the guidance, the direction of, following the example and the teaching of Jesus. And that, honestly, is what we want to try to do and have tried to do at Brewster Baptist Church for many, many years, to lift up Christ. It's in John's Gospel where Jesus says, "If I am lifted up, I will draw all people to myself." And lifting up Christ is unifying. And we see both in John's Gospel where not only Jews, but Samaritans and Roman soldiers and Greeks are drawn to Christ. But of course, in Ephesians, we're going to be hearing repeatedly about both Jews and Gentiles who are united and drawn into one church where Christ is the head. For all of us as individual believers and for us as a congregation, we want to make sure that Jesus is the head. He is the leader that we all seek to follow.